Let me paint a picture you might recognize. You're in your prime of wisdom, but your body is holding a secret meeting without you. The agenda, slow down, the vote, unanimous, that drive you once took for granted feels like it's idling. The gets up and got up and went. But what if I told you the key to crashing that meeting isn't in a prescription bottle or a radical fitness cult, but in something sitting in your kitchen cabinet? What if the secret weapon for sustained power is as ancient as the hills and as simple as a daily ritual? Men, we are not designed to decline. We are engineered to endure, and the data, and a growing wave of savvy men over 50, are pointing to a potent natural ally, a specifically crafted olive oil mix. This isn't about salad dressing. This is about biological rediscovery. Let's pull back the curtain on that first critical point. The metaphor of a firefighter is apt, but to truly understand its power, we must first understand the fire. The inflammation we're talking about isn't the acute, helpful kind, the swollen ankle after a twist that signals repair. That's a controlled, tactical burn. The enemy here is low-grade, systemic, chronic inflammation. It's a silent, smoldering fire that never extinguishes, burning in the background of your cells, fueled by time, stress, dietary choices, and environmental factors. Imagine the insulation around the wires in your house slowly degrading, causing small, persistent shorts. Nothing fails catastrophically at first, but the system becomes erratic, inefficient, and eventually power is lost. This is what happens within. This chronic inflammatory state, often called inflammaging, is the pervasive rust on the machinery of vitality. It's the whispered reason behind the morning stiffness that takes longer to shake, the joint ache that wasn't there last year, and the background fatigue that makes a full, throttle day feel like a distant memory. Your immune system, in a state of constant, low-alert activation, is diverting precious energy and resources to fight a phantom war, leaving less fuel for passion, projects, and pure drive. This is where a meticulously chosen olive oil mix moves from a kitchen staple to a strategic intervention. Extra virgin olive oil, the cornerstone of this ritual, is uniquely rich in a potent polyphenol called olecanthal. Research has shown that olecanthal possesses a pharmacological activity strikingly similar to ibuprofen. It's a natural, non-steroidal anti-inflammatory compound. But unlike a pill that temporarily silences the alarm, olive oil works at a foundational, cellular level to dampen the source of the smoke. It influences the very pathways that produce inflammatory messengers, compounds with names like cytokines and prostaglandins. Think of these as the body's emergency broadcast signals calling for more inflammation. Olecanthal and other antioxidants in the oil help quiet this overactive broadcast system. Furthermore, this chronic inflammatory fire oxidizes cells. It literally rusts them from the inside out, damaging cellular structures including the precious mitochondria, our energy factories. The antioxidants in a high-quality olive oil blend, such as vitamin E and a suite of polyphenols, act as a protective, rust-proofing layer. They donate electrons to stabilize these damaged cells, preventing the inflammatory cascade from causing further collateral damage. By addressing this oxidation, you are not just putting out flames. You are preserving the integrity of the factory floor where your energy is produced. The downstream effect of calming this systemic smolder is profound and felt everywhere. With less inflammatory noise clogging the system, circulation improves as blood vessels relax. Nutrient delivery becomes more efficient. The nervous system receives clearer signals. The energy previously wasted on managing this background chaos is suddenly liberated and redirected. That stiffness begins to loosen not because you've masked the pain, but because you've begun to cool the source of the heat. The ritual becomes a daily, proactive reset. A glass of cool water poured over the slow, burning embers of time, clearing the way for unobstructed, powerful, and sustainable drive. Gentlemen, this brings us to a pivotal crossroads, one defined not by years but by choice. The narrative of inevitable decline is a story we have been told, but it is not a story we are obligated to live. The evidence before us, from the cellular level to the lived experience of a growing legion of men, argues for a different path. It argues for agency. This discussion has never been about a miraculous potion. It has been about the profound power of foundational nutrition. That olive oil mix is far more than a blend of oils and herbs. It is a tangible, daily tool for biological recalibration. It represents a decision to stop outsourcing your vitality and to start actively nourishing the very systems that generate power and sustain drive. It is the recognition that the wisdom of age must be matched with an equal commitment to the quality of the fuel we provide our bodies. Consider the collective impact of the 6 pillars we've explored. From dousing the fires of chronic inflammation and guarding the command center of your brain, to sparking your cellular power plants and fostering hormonal harmony, this is a comprehensive strategy for systemic renewal. It's about scrubbing the arteries that are your internal highways to ensure the efficient delivery of energy and oxygen. Each point is a pillar supporting a single, undeniable outcome, a body that is better protected, more efficiently run, and more capable of translating your will into action. This is the anatomy of drive rebuilt from the ground up. When you cool the inflammation, you clear the static. When you protect the brain, you sharpen the command. When you fuel the mitochondria, you stoke the furnace. This is how you move from merely managing symptoms to actively engineering a state of heightened readiness and resilience. Therefore, let this be the moment you redefine your daily ritual. Let that tablespoon become your non-negotiable, a conscious declaration made each morning. It is a simple yet profound vote for yourself. In that act, you are connecting with an ancient tradition of healing, armed with modern scientific understanding. You are choosing the building blocks of anti-inflammation, antioxidant protection, and clean, efficient energy over the processed fuels that have failed you. This ritual stands as a bulwark against the passive acceptance of fading vitality. It is the consistent, quiet discipline that compounds over weeks and months into a felt difference, a lighter step, a clearer mind, a reservoir of energy that refills more readily, and a renewed sense of command over your own physical being. So, step forward into this next, potent chapter, not with resignation, but with intention. The power and drive you seek are not relics of the past. They are attainable states of being, waiting to be unlocked through intelligent, consistent care. You possess the wisdom. Now you possess the strategy. The final ingredient is your own decisive action. Begin tonight. Begin tomorrow morning. Reclaim your role as the architect of your own vitality and build a future defined not by limitation, but by sustained power, purpose, and undeniable drive. Your legacy of strength is still being written. Make sure your body has the pen. Thank you truly for spending this time with me today. This isn't just a one-way conversation. It's the foundation of a community built on taking proactive steps toward our well-being. Your engagement, your likes, your thoughtful comments, your shares with someone who needs to hear this is what transforms information into action and solitary steps into a movement. It tells me we're on to something important together. I am deeply grateful for your trust and for your commitment to being an active participant in your own health story. Every question you ask, every experience you share in the comments, adds a vital piece to the puzzle for all of us. So please keep that conversation going below. Let me know what resonates with you, what challenges you face, and what victories you celebrate. This journey towards sustained power and drive is ongoing, and I am so glad to be on it with you. If this message sparked something for you today, consider subscribing or hitting that notification bell. It ensures you won't miss what we explore next, as we continue to break down the science and strategies for living with vitality at any age. So, from my heart to yours, thank you for watching, for listening, and for investing in yourself. Go out there, fuel your potential, and build a day filled with purpose and power. Until next time, take great care and goodbye.